Hey, Billy the Bake here. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this beautiful, sunny Texas afternoon. Been a largely uneventful day where I, about a half hour ago, saw some people almost have a overly eventful day. But before we get into today's topic, I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm William, and this channel is about recovery and spirituality. And a large part of it is things I've learned the hard way because I didn't always listen so good. Anyhow, once again, thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. Saw something that really brought to mind what we talked about at a meeting this morning. The town I live in has a morning meeting where they read the daily reflection. Okay, cool. And what it was about is that basically, if you sober up a horse thief, what do you have? A sober horse thief. It's that uh, our defects of character, to use the commonly used term, they usually require some effort to see them go away. Okay, they don't. Usually, most of them don't just poof, vanish. Okay, fair enough. So, drove into Texas, came down through Oklahoma, take I-35 down, and right around, I don't know, just south of Sanger, it splits into 35 East and 35 West. And I took the 35 West loop, heading down to where I'm going to go drop my trailer at. And, days long, just driving along, nothing happening, a little bit of traffic, and no big deal. Scan the mirrors, drive, scan the mirrors, drive, scan the mirrors. Holy crap! I'm in the right lane. Left of me is a F-150, or not a F-150, like a 350, a 1-ton dually white late model Ford truck with big duals. And there's this black Harley Dyna between us, and this guy's lane splitting. And he's waving and hollering. And I see flailing inside the truck. And he goes screaming out in front of the truck and brake checks. I used to commute on a motorcycle in Seattle, and I'm going to tell you, that is a maneuver that is far more brave than wise. And the truck is smashing the headlight button, flicking headlights. I see hand gestures and waving, hand gestures from the guy on the bike. I'm trying to back off, and I want to leave. I want to stay just close enough behind this F-350 that people don't shoot through and then get tangled up with this bike and get in the drama. I'd kind of like to see these guys just cool off a little. Well, then the guy reaches down, the guy on the bike reaches down. And I thought, fuck, he's got a firearm. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go for the shoulder and try and, because I'm thinking if he's going to pull a gun, that I don't want him waving it around, discharging around, and me catching it. I don't want any part of this. There's brave mice and there's old mice. And I'm looking to live to be an old mice, right? So anyway, I'm thinking, shit. So I kind of get on the binders and throw my four ways on. I don't want anybody smacking the back end of me. I want to slow down, put some distance between me and this drama at this point. Well, he pulls out this Bowie knife. Jesus, that thing's got to be that long. And it's a porn star dick of steel that he's waving around. He's brandishing this, and I'm thinking, son, you're bringing a knife to a vehicular assault fight. That's, again, way more courageous than tactically sound, So what's this have to do with anything? Well, I'm going to tell you. I've been that guy. While I'm in the rooms, in recovery, I've been the angry guy. And both of them. I mean, one of them may have caused it. It takes two to tango. Okay? It takes two individuals to get into this kind of altercation. One may be the aggressor, but the other's got to step up and say, okay, yeah, you want to dance, we'll dance. I've been both of these guys more than once. And I'm not proud when I say this. I have had to lawyer up to get out of trouble that my temper got me in while in recovery. It's multiple years, more than one time. I ain't proud of that. I had a sponsor back in the 90s, and he was fond of saying, not just to me, but not infrequently to me, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Okay, it's a very simplistic, low resolution way of attacking a problem. I get it. It's not nuanced, sure. But these trite sayings get to be trite sayings because there's enough truth to the damn things that get repeated a lot. Here's the thing. It took me a lot of work for me to be freed from the real anger problem I had. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't. And it was an embarrassingly long time into the game that this happened. And I bring this story up because, if you're an angry person, it's not necessary to be one. And if you've got other issues, if maybe anger's not your bag, maybe it's this or that or the other thing. They say sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. Well, that shit's no joke. And sometimes it's like a saying I heard that when opportunity knocks on your door, it's oftentimes dressed in overalls and looks like work. And I think there's some truth to that we're relieved of these issues that give us grief, cause us fits in recovery, and that oftentimes effort may be required in some of these cases. I thought Santa God was going to come down the chimney with a sack of 9-step promises, and I know I say that a lot. It's the best way I have of explaining where my head was at. But I thought, when am I going to be relieved of this? Well, when am I going to work to be relieved of this? It's really funny how sometimes you keep seeing this same thing presented in different ways. I was listening to a speech by a rabbi just over this last weekend. And he was talking about, these 4,000 or 5,000 year old Jewish texts. And the same kind of thing that we pray and then we get ready. But getting ready to receive a gift may include effort on our part to make us ready to receive the gift, to prepare a space within ourselves and within our lives to receive this gift. Funny how these same lessons keep getting brought up in different ways and put in front of me. So I'm putting it out there in front of everybody else. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I appreciate you joining me today. I truly hope you are safe, well, and happy. If you're the guy in the white F-350, if you're the guy on the black dyno with the knife, I hope both of you are well, safe, and happy. and you know that your cats, that everything worked out. I saw a cop light up cherries and berries and go rolling up the road, and I think he might have got involved with the situation. I had kind of backed out of it at that point, lost visual on the situation. But I'm hoping you guys are both okay, and that you have nothing more that occurred than a good adrenaline dump, and then some time to reflect and cooler heads to prevail. And with that, I'll wish you all an excellent day. As for me, I'll see you again out on the road.